test 1. How about now? Test 1, test 2. Okay, microphone is working now. Happy Friday. Let's do this. It is, well, right at the open, about 30 seconds past the open. I've got full auto turned on right now. I let the bots do the first 5 minutes of work here for me. How is everybody doing here this morning? Good morning, Mr. Close. How are things in Florida right now? Or are you in Louisiana? Remind me. I know you're getting hit by the hurricane stuff from our conversations yesterday. Hope everyone there is safe.
RTY on the 31. DCDM RTY on the 1. Upper bands touch RTY on the 89. Upper bands touch RTY on the 31.
Louisiana. Well, blessings on you guys going through all that hurricane stuff. Stay safe, sir. All right, we have a potential gold line reversal opportunity coming up here in just a moment.
Speed of RTY 160.
As far as news events go, we had 8:30 news, and I don't see any more news here scheduled. It is contract rollover. Don't forget, we will be rolling over after today's close onto the December contract. Wild stuff can happen today.
On the 31.
R2 is just up above us. Still got about 3 minutes for that first 5-minute shake.
Upper bands touch RTY on the 31.
So again, letting the tools do the work here for the first 5 minutes for me. That GLR would have worked. Move off of that GLR was 35 ticks.
144.
35 tick drop off of the GLR.
44.
Okay, we've had a big move up here. First pullback. On the first pullback, I like to take the first alpha omega after the pullback. So if we get an alpha omega somewhere in here, I will take that. You guys know how I do.
Enigma short on the RTY1.
Okay, got an Enigma coming right in there at 21.66.
Speed of RTY 85.
Ooh, cross showed up right in front of target 1 there.
Target filled.
Okay, it got target 1. Will it go for 2 all the way to the Enigma target? Let's see. We're on moderate buy. If we go strong buy, we'll kill it. There we go. First trade of the morning, $335 on full auto. Ends up being a moonshot.
Double delta MRTY on the 1.
Okay, double cross, bottom of a zone. I will buy that. We are about 15 seconds from the... Sorry, I'm distracted here. About to see if I can run this into the middle of the zone. There's target 1 and target 2 for a DCR. Everybody type DCR there in the chat. Pretty easy play there. So bottom of the zone, double cross. off the bottom of a zone. DCR, moonshot, back to back. We are winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oops, let's turn the sound on there. It's way more fun with sound. All right, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Now I am looking for a bonus trade. All right, first 5 minutes are past there, so I'm going to turn my full auto off and I'm going to take over here. Let's see. We are inside the fiddle zone.
Speed of RTY 89.
That's good speed. 89 BPM. Let's go. Kind of wish I would have gotten a little heavier on that last one.
DCDM.
It's right in the middle of. Was right in the middle of talking there. Double cross, bottom of the zone again.
Double delta RTY on the 1.
Whoa, what just happened there? It snapped down as I closed it. I got slip ticked. That is so wrong. So tried to take profits as it came into that 10.9 level there. Was a little nervous about that one pushing, making a secondary push down. And sure enough it did.
Speed of RTY.
First green Alpha Omega I will take. Hopefully it shows up here. So technically that was ended up being a loser. It was very weird. A winner that turned into a loser because of slippage. That was crazy. Alright, there's a GLR. Oh, it popped. Did you see how fast that popped? I did not even get to snap it. Oh my goodness. Terrible entry.
Target filled.
Still get the targets on it, but that was a terrible entry off of that. Got in way behind that. Look at that. Look at how much slippage that was off of that GLR.
Speed of RTY 88.
Struggling to get that second target there.
Double delta RTY on the 1.
There's ready up number 1. What is that? Are my hotkeys not working today? Oh my goodness, my hotkeys aren't working. Okay, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to close up shop early if my hotkeys are not working. That is not gonna be cool.
Enigma short on the RTY1. Speed of RTY 86.
My profiles are gone. No, never mind. It's there. It's trading. Okay, hold on. Well, what is happening here? Okay, now they're working. Oh my goodness. Okay, so costing me cash here. We are still moderate buy here. Double ready ups. There's the target that I didn't get to hit because my hotkeys are not functioning. I restarted my machine and IQ did not turn on. What's up, Brandon?
Speed of RTY 75. Ten
10 push-ups for me? You are the man. Appreciate that, sir. We are still on moderate buy, so I got my finger over the buy here. Alright, so starting to hear the buyers come in right there on that white cross here after an Enigma target touch. We give that a shot here. If we go neutral, that will become an issue here. You have to click off the default and on every morning. Oh, that's good to know. I don't restart my machine very often. I did restart this morning. Some funky stuff was happening there with my OBS and my microphone wasn't working. Alright, I'm going to half up at the bottom here because I'm not going to get caught in some weird drop off here.
Upper bands touch RTY on the 89. Speed of RTY on the 31. Speed of RTY 65. Double delta RTY on the 1.
Okay, double ready up there. And a white cross, which is like an equivalent to an alpha omega. First alpha omega that has shown up since the big move up there. I'll give that a shot here. New 89 bar. Still on moderate buy. Double ready up. MacVU is nut to sell, huh? Interesting. MacVU is at the bottom left here and says moderate buy, my friend. Are you new?
Speed of RTY 77.
Alright, adding on king timing here. See if we get the continued up move. Feels like a trap leg there. We got some stair stepping going there. Let's see. Neutral. Oh my goodness. You're right. Hold on. Thank you for that. Oh my goodness. I wasn't scrolled to the bottom. Oh my goodness. What am I doing? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am all over the place here this morning. Thank you for that. Yeah, no, my... I wasn't scrolled all the way to the bottom. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. Well, shabits. Yeah, needed to scroll down. Thank you so much. Wow, I've got all kinds of issues this morning. I was trying to sprint in here to get in here on time for you guys here, and I totally botched it.
Speed of RTY 69.
Botching it up on a Friday contract rollover day. What a noob. Alright, I'll take half there at the cross in case we double cross there. If we double cross, we could reverse back down. This is the beginning of a new zone. Would love to see this double cross and push up to this top zone would be amazing. But we're currently neutral.
Double delta.
Alright, I'll close it up. Yeah, I've been messing up there too many times there this morning, so yeesh. Let's see if I can get one good trade here today. Let's see. I think I've got things squared now. Alright, my MacVU is scrolled all the way to the bottom. My hotkeys are back online. We just went moderate buy twice here now. We look like we are stair-stepping up here. This looks like a stairway to heaven, so I'm going to play this as a stairway to heaven here. A nice little target up above. Wow, we just went back to neutral again. What is going on here? We are neutral buy, neutral buy. Okay, finger over the close here. Looks like some nice stair steps. Here is king timing. Sell side currently still neutral. PRZ cross. That was a DCR, pushed it back inside there. More than that, ended up being a cluster with a 10.9 there on top of it. There we go. Get up there to that DCDM target, please. Thank you. I'll take half right there. We are on moderate buy. So if we've got any runner legs to get up into that upper zone. And there's another cross. Take off half again. We got runners on. I'm going to add the stop and stick it back behind this cross here.
Double delta RTY on the 1.
Looking to hold to an opposing signal. There's a ready up.
Speed of RTY 82.
And we'll kill it at the bottom of the zone. I'm just not that brave here on a Friday where all this stuff has been jacked up. That is trade number 5. High importance news coming at 10. Well, oh my goodness, is my thing not up to date? Okay. Yet another thing that's not working. Or I'm not working this morning. Alright, I'm going to press the update now button on my news. I do not see a 10 a.m. high impact. I see... Y'all help me out. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I have 8:30 CAD. Wait a minute. Is this... Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Is it down here? Oh my word. I should be done today. I am obviously off my mental game. There are a ton of news events still. Oh wow. That is embarrassing. Okay, all kinds of issues here this morning after a reboot. So normally my news section was supposed to be up here, up out of the way, but I couldn't see the chart, so I put it down here, but it won't let me go any farther down, so I was covering up the news. Oh my word.
News event revised industrial production.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
News event French.
Wow, wow, wow.
On the 89. Low impact news event consumer inflation expectations. DCD.
Yeah, a ton of news at 10 a.m.
Industrial production month over month. Low impact news event ECOFIN meetings. Low impact news event Eurogroup meetings.
Wow.
Low impact news event M2 money supply year over.
Embarrassing morning on a Friday. I probably deserve it.
Low impact news event capacity utilization rate.
Am I trolling you on a Friday?
Wholesale sales month
Yeah.
over month.
I'm on day 16 of
Prices month over month.
no food, so I'm assessing whether or not this has impacted mental faculties, and at the moment I might say there's some strong evidence for that. Oh my. At 2.7K doesn't look embarrassing to you? Well, when that should have been like 4 or 5K, it is. It's like I gave away a free $2,000 for no reason. You don't have to be perfect to be profitable. You know what, Pablo? That is a very fine phrase to say right about now. You do not have to be perfect to be profitable with ALGOBOX. Let's go. All right, we got through both of those zones. That's exciting. Did what I had anticipated, but the fact that I could not capitalize on it, that should have been an easy 4K day. But wow. Hotkeys not working. Microphone not working this morning. News being covered. Do I still drink coffee? Well, I do on occasion, but I have also switched it to I did no sweeteners whatsoever there for the first week. Second week, I went and bought some honey, but I can't stand honey. I don't know about you guys. Actually, why don't let's talk about that for a minute. I feel like honey ruins tea. I'll just start with that fact. Honey ruins tea. There's my statement. Now, prove me wrong. Honey, period, ruins, period, tea. Right. This has been a thought process of my life. But you know what I figured out? It was the type of honey. I had no idea the amount of variety that there is inside of honeys. And now maybe y'all think that is stupid, and that very well may be. I am not I'm just a nerd. Okay? I'm just a nerd and a coder. I know a lot of things about the things that I've taken my time to study and research. I know a lot of things about the Bible. I know a lot of things about things that I have studied. When it comes to honey, I literally just wrote it off at some point. Let me tell you why. Like, no joke. Mama E-Mini ruined it for me when I was young, okay? My mom, we had the worst honey. Had to be. Because, like, I just couldn't stand it on anything. And then, I don't know, I got a wild hair because I was like, I know it's so good for you. I watched, I don't know, some video came on my Facebook feed thing, and it talked about all these benefits of honey, and I'm like, man, I really wish I liked honey. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going through this suffering of fasting right now anyways, and maybe I need some honey. So, but I'm like, these are all so awful. I went into our pantry, and, you know, we have some. So I pulled it out, and I'm like, oh, this is awful. And then I don't remember why I bought Fisher's. Oh, I was randomly going to the grocery store with my kids. That's what it was. And I see all these honeys, and I don't know, this one just stood out to me. Fisher's. And I can't remember what it was on the label that made me buy it, but I'm like, all right, I'm going to grab that one. Got home. I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to force myself to use it in my coffees and, like, literally torture myself. Okay? That's what my idea was. So I taste this honey, y'all. Fisher's? Has anybody else here used Fisher's honey? Is this a universal thing? Like, Fisher's is just awesome, or what? Because it is totally different. I have never tasted a honey that tasted good to me. Ever. Ever. And this honey was awesome. And I was like, are you kidding me? So then I went to the grocery store, and I bought every honey jar they had. Now, I bought the smallest one, you know, of each one, and I brought them all home, and I did a taste test, y'all. Have y'all ever heard of clover honey before? Clover honey. I'm like, how do they know that the bees were only hanging out in clover? Right? It's like, oh, well, there's a clover field right next to the beehive. Okay, what if they went and flew and, you know, scooped up some other stuff and then vomited into their little hexagon-shaped combs, huh? You know, think about that. It's bee vomit. It's fascinating. All right, so while I'm enjoying my bee vomit from Fisher's that actually tastes good, I was like, I can't believe how wrong I was about honey. That not all honey is the same. Clover honey is good. So I tried the honey, and I tried the clover honey from Fisher's because I thought, well, Fisher's is good. Well, clover honey, I mean, it was okay, but it definitely had a distinctive taste that I was like, I could do without that. But yeah, if you guys want to try a good one, at least here's the thing. I guess this could vary because, I mean, every bee batch could be different, I guess, right? Because I may get the next bottle of Fisher's and it may not be the same. Is that correct? Or is it because they use I don't even know. Like, I don't understand how that works. Like, the same flowers that are around wherever Fisher's has got their operations going on. Is it good? I don't know. But the Fisher's bottle that I got was awesome. I tried all these others. I tried another one that was okay. Runner-up was this weird Texas honey brand thing.
Consumer sentiment.
And it was okay. I could have managed with it. But yes, not all honey is the same, and the Clover one was not as good as the Fisher's original. And I am now putting honey, sorry, long story, down to, my putting anything in my coffee. I am putting honey in my coffee from Fisher's, or the weird Texas honey brand thing. But really, I'm just sticking to Fisher's right now because I'm like, gotta have something to enjoy. You know what I mean? I don't know that I'd say I'd enjoy it. Like, this is not... Every time I take a sip of my coffee, like, my brain is going, this is not what you usually drink, bro. My brain is, like, fighting it. But because it's fighting it, I'm thinking about how Fisher's is good. So, it's weird. I could literally manage tea now with honey because of Fisher's. So, shout-outs to the Fisher's brand honey. And proving to me that, yes, honey is tolerable in things and can be used as a sweetener. Because before, I was like, why would anybody use honey as a sweetener? It makes no sense to me whatsoever. It's just disgusting. It's disgusting, but nope. Yeah. Your grandpa's a beekeeper. He gave me tea with homemade honey and homemade lemons. Wow. Can't even read. When I was sick, that stuff destroyed every cold. Yeah, I heard all these crazy, awesome benefits to that. They judge which honey, which based on what plants blossom at the time of harvest. Wow, that's crazy. Have I tried buying local honey? I know I need to try that. I have heard that as well. I don't even know where to get it. I've never done, but no, I have not done that hunt. But maybe I will, because now I have been convinced, and especially after reading all the health benefits of just honey in general, and the fact that, are y'all aware that honey doesn't spoil? I must have bought stock in Fisher's honey. Are they a publicly traded company? I don't know. But these days, everything is consolidated and conglomerated. Like, they're all bought up by General Mills or Kellogg or whoever. I mean, they're all the same now, it seems like to me. All right, so normally I would take this 13.1, but I haven't been watching. So that is the first green alpha omega after a move up I've seen, is it not? Where is my 5 big? 5 big. Oh, let's go 5 small. Okay, so normally this should give me a little pop-up here of 10 or 15 ticks off of the first one. It is 9:58. We are 2 minutes before the news, so the cool little news indicator is doing its job over here and putting in that we have the news event coming in right now. So be careful there on the trades, but there she goes. Yep. So there's your, if you did anybody take that first alpha omega after the move up? So first alpha omega move up, we chugga, boom, first alpha omega. You guys know I ride that for a T1, T2. But I am at my 5 trades and I'm on a bonus. And I need to be paying attention if I'm going to be swinging away at those. But you see the nice little move up out of the alpha omega. Will there be a rug pull? The way this is leaning up, looks like we got VL 1, 2, and 3 up top. And because there is a major, oh, that's not even major. It might reverse there. If it was a major, then it would probably blow through it, but it could hang from that. VL 1, 2, and 3 already drill on there for you on the 89. That would be an 89 level target up above us. But if you were going to double move this, make sure you are aware that you come to right here, and remember what I kind of call the sweeper. So the sweeper would put it to right there. So if we blow through that, you got to hold another 100 ticks or so to 2185-ish, 2185.
Upper bands touch RTY on the 89.
Okay, there's the news.
Upper bands
News is coming out there.
31. Upper bands touch RTY on the 31. Upper bands touch RTY on the 31.
Yeah, so we touched VL 1, 2, and 3 and reversed off of the GLR. Wow, that was pretty cool. Okay, financial juice is locking up. Interesting.
Double delta RTY on the 1. Double delta RTY on the 1.
Oh yeah, well really all it did was just it shot up straight to the technical level that we just said. VL 1, 2, and 3. Went right to it.
Speed of RTY 500.
Literally tapped it, pulled down. 89. So one of those bars is 89, so 89 times 2, so almost 200 ticks. High time frame came into play. 10:01. Buy local raw. I'm gonna try that. I'm worried that it's gonna taste like garbage. I'm just be honest, because it really does. At the end of the day, honey's still got to taste good, in my opinion. If I'm gonna put it in stuff, because it's kind of its whole point. You know what I mean? Canadian maple syrup. You know what? I have not looked into the benefits. Is that but yeah, makes sense. Canadian. You know what? I am going to go on a kick of checking out maple syrups. That's pretty natural too, right? But what I did notice was that so honey apparently does not ever spoil. I find that fascinating.
Double delta RTY on the 4.
There's a whole biblical thing around honey and the golden color and all this other kind of cool stuff. So I'm glad that I can now like honey, knowing that not all honeys are the same. You can't just be like, do you like honey in your tea? Ah, it depends. It depends on what honey it is. That is the answer.
Michigan Sentiment September prelim report on the feed for all those interested.
Enigma short on the RTY1. Speed of RTY 130.
Be careful of that one. We are still on moderate buy right now. If that had shifted to MACV red, might take a shot at that. MACV still green. Raw honey tastes good. Also 100% maple syrup. Okay, I'm gonna try this maple syrup thing. Have not been a. Do those vary a lot as well? Like, is not all maple syrups the same either? Is that one of those like they can taste vastly different? Oh man, there were some honeys that are disgusting. Like, oof. I could make a list of ones with all the ones that I bought that are like absolute no's. Like, you should not buy this. This is disgusting. Got some honeys that need a
118.
need to come with a warning label. They're so disgusting. It should say, "Do not put this in your honey." Ross is making his own maple syrup now. Oh boy. Got to be part of his good old boy shtick. Just trust me, guys. HEB honey, man. HEB has been impressing me lately. I went to a HEB recently. Oh man.
Speed of RTY86.
Now,
Speed of RTY86.
if you go to HEB, do not expect Walmart prices. Like HEB has started to get very proud of their products, but their stores are amazing. It's like, go hang out there for date night. It's very nice. Ross's soy syrup. Soy boy syrup brought to you by the letter R. O, S, and S. Soyboysauce.com.
Speed of RTY57. Enigma short on the RTY1.
Maple syrup with no corn syrup. Oh, is that the trick, eh? Do not bring this in your honey yet. Oh, institution's going for the 1-2 knockout punch. Well, where we're currently sitting, it could be anybody's game. We're inside the fiddle zone here, so this is a spot where, I mean, things are going to be... Remember, this is the wimpy rubber band right here, right? We're sitting in wimpy land, so you got to be very careful inside this zone. There have been some good trade opportunity locations. I mean, we had a lot here this morning. 9 a.m. starts right here. So that's... Trade 1, inside of here, there's probably 2.
Enigma short on the RTY1.
Here, there's 3. Here, there's 4. So, 4 nice trade opportunities there this morning outside the fiddle zone. Debatable, you say 5 if you get this little touch right here, right in front of the big hump. But right now, loosey-goosey. Right, I mean, inside the fiddle zone, these are not going to work as well. Although that is a 24.2. Holy shnikes. Wait a minute. So if that gets blasted... Oh, we're too flat. We're at the flat. What am I doing? We're in the flat zone. Leave it alone. I want a good bonus trade. Sitting up here, we're 5 trades in, ready for a bonus, and I'm up 27.30. Should be up more like 4 or 5K if I had sized appropriately and had my hotkeys working. A couple other issues there this morning. If I had woken up on time, probably would have helped. Don't forget, today is the last day. On Monday, all the prices are going back up and they will never be back here again. Just FYI. And we are never doing $249 a month, ever. Ever. This right there, that $24.99, never done it before. Did a back to school item. If people were thinking about it, we gave you the opportunity. Come Monday morning. No more. No more. Lots of traps today. I'm expecting NVIDIA to bust the calls on your TTE, which really going to be volatile. Let's see. It is contract rollover. So you think some of that comes into play there, Mr. Close? NVIDIA driving the market today. Amazing how that could possibly be. So I'm looking for some people, man. If you're into stocks, I am looking for somebody to do ALGOBOX stocks hosting. If that's you, it's a really cool trade opportunity. All you got to do is showcase ALGOBOX on stocks. Look, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys how easy this would be, in case somebody wants to do this. I'm going to show you how easy it is to host and show this stuff on stocks. Are you ready? Well, here's the deal. After I take my bonus trade, I'm going to take a bonus trade. Try to get myself over 3K.
TY61.
And after my bonus trade, stick around. I'm going to show you guys ALGOBOX on stocks. What do you say? You guys want to see that? Type stocks in the chat. Petro actually did an interesting intro for us. I don't know if I'd call it an intro, but to kind of give a 411 on this. And again, it doesn't have to be just one. We could use several if that's for you. Look, stocks, here's the tricky thing about stocks. I want to say tricky, but there are way more stocks, right? Like, think about this. Somebody type in the chat or do a quick Google on this. How many futures contracts are there? Okay, futures contract, but then narrow it down to, well, how many futures contracts are actually tradable with enough volume to be worth your time trading intraday? Right, you're going to come up with a handful, maybe a dozen tops. But how many stocks are tradable? Type in the chat how many stocks are on the New York Stock Exchange, for instance. Maybe Google that real quick and type in the chat. And that's why you where it's easy for a one-man show in E-mini trading. I mean, yeah, somebody could specialize in crude oil or gold or whatever, but there's literally like 6 to 12 futures contracts that are tradable. Intraday, if you're trying to, do what we do, income-based intraday trading, generating income. And Daniel says 8,000 stocks. Mr. Close said plus 80,000. I don't even know what the number is. At some point, it was like 2,000 back in the day when I first started looking at the stock exchanges. But yeah, it's a lot, right? So think about this. Not everybody's looking at the same stocks at the same time, and people's budgets are different. If you're trading stocks, like, again, to me, it's more complicated. It's more complicated, but dude, there are a lot more people trading stocks because people don't understand futures. There's a whole thing around that. Now, I think they're becoming more popular because of all these trader funding programs, right? I don't know of any trader funding programs for stocks. Does anybody know of any? I don't think there are, because it doesn't really work for stocks. But I don't know. Y'all tell me. Are there? I've not seen any trader funding programs for stocks. Is that correct? But, people are going to be looking at different lists and different reasons for what they're... So there's a vast amount. But here's what's cool about ALGOBOX. ALGOBOX still simplifies the whole process. If you don't care about the earnings report, or you're not having to worry about the fundamentals of a stock, and that a trader who just wants to trade the stock because they like the fundamentals of it already, like let's say that there's an Apple fan, right? I love me some Apple, so all they want to do is trade Apple. Okay, here we go. First Alpha Omega. Look, this is a big move up here. I will take the first Alpha Omega, one of my favorite types of plays here. First Alpha Omega after the move up would be a nice bonus trade for me here. And I'll show it to you myself. Problem is, Vinny, lots of people have to trade their stock, ETF portfolios, futures, non-options. Exactly. Very good, Mr. Close. Mr. Close, impressing me every moment. You know your stuff, bro. We might need to have you come run ALGOBOX stocks. Right? Haven't heard of any. Yeah, there aren't any for stocks. And there's a good reason, because of the mechanics of how this whole trader funding program stuff works with data feeds and paper servers, etc. Okay. But there aren't. So that means the people who are trading stocks, it's a whole different animal of people who are in it. And I recognize that, and I know that. Okay, GLR up here. If that shoots straight up there, I am tapping that GLR as well. Also one of my favorite things to do. I'll tap it for a T1, no problem. There's the double cross. There's the GLR right there. Yeah, it opens up a whole swath of people that are just missing out. They're not being able, and the thing is they can use it. You can use our system, but because it's like, well, Vinny E-mini must be for E-minis only. I've never seen stocks on this. Well, dude, I mean, like, all we got to do is just put it on a YouTube channel. Show people that it can be used on stocks. Let me play Petro's video he made recently. What's his name? He has a different name in the chat. Oh my word, you guys who use different names everywhere, you drive me crazy. Here it is. Okay. All right, here we go.
Welcome to ALGOBOX Stocks. But what is that, you wonder? In short, it's a cheat code for the markets. ALGOBOX is a professional suite of algorithmic tools and strategies for professional traders that utilizes multi-time frame confluence with a visual and auditory approach. After being exclusive to the futures market, the creator of this amazing software, Mr. Vini Emini, has launched ALGOBOX Stocks, the name of which is self-explanatory. You're probably wondering what you're seeing on the screen here, so let's dive right in. What you're looking at is a standard workspace for ALGOBOX. We have 5 charts currently open, which are: first, in the top left is the tide, second, on the bottom left is the wave, third, in the middle is the MACV, top right is Ripple B, and bottom right is the Ripple A chart. The order I went through them is not random. This is the way that we filter, from the highest chart to the smallest one, looking to get the best entry with minimal risk. Be aware that we cover just the basics. In reality, ALGOBOX goes much deeper than that. But the beauty of it is that you can go as deep as you want, or just keep it super simple. Now let's just jump into the charts and look for a potential ALGOBOX setup. Okay, first one we'll be looking at is Amazon, and as I said earlier, we're going to start at the uppermost time frame, which is the tide, and I can already see that here we have double alpha omegas higher, followed by a smaller number, which can signal at least a pullback. Here I look at the wave and I see a nice Fibeli dot combined with a harmonic pattern, which forms an HMD. And here I can see a harmonic with a cross, which is also confirming my entry. And here I have also, at the same time frame, I have a high alpha omega number. So if I would enter here on the smallest time frame, I could enter right here. Stop would be above the cross, so that's like 11 cents. And I could ride it all the way down. Let's see, let's make it bigger. And I could ride it all the way down
double delta
to here.
RTY
But
on
also,
the one.
if I wanted to exit at the first opposing signal, I could exit here for 76 cents of profit. If you want to hold longer, you can. And here at the bottom of the move, it would be $2.27.
Taking a look at the
Okay,
Fear and
next
Greed
up
Index,
is ALZN,
49
which
up
is a
100,
lower
equaling
price stock.
neutral in the
It's
crypto.
under $10. It went up to 15 and then it just like sold off.
Double delta
But
RTY
as I
on
can
the
see
one.
here, this is the 30 days of data and there isn't enough data, so I'm just gonna mask it like this. And here I can already see we have a nice downtrend. Here what I see is 2 double dots. Here it's the same thing, but here we have an enigma, which is one of the most
Low
powerful
impact news
features
event
that
on industrial
ALGOBOX
production
provides.
month over month.
Also
Low impact
looking down
news
the
event
chart,
Brent
you also
RTY
have
month over month.
more dots here
Low
in case you
impact
missed
news
the
event
entry.
consumer inflation
And here on the
expectations.
smallest
Low impact
chart,
news
we have a
event
shark.
industrial production month
Now
over
these
month.
charts,
impact
we
news
have
event
2
ECOFIN
entries on
meetings.
them. First we can
Low
enter on
impact
this,
news event Eurogroup
on
meetings.
this line.
Low
And
impact
we have
news
stop
event
up here.
M2
In this
money
case,
supply year
first
over
we
year.
would get stopped.
Medium
And
impact
then
news
we can
event new loans.
re-enter because of
Low
all the
impact news
confluence
event
that we
capacity
have.
utilization
We could
rate.
re-enter and place the
Low
same
impact
stop.
news event wholesale sales month
If we
over month.
look at it,
Low impact news event import
if we,
prices
let's say,
month
enter
over
again
month.
here,
Medium
this
impact
point,
news event prelim UOM consumer sentiment.
stop would be how
Medium
much?
impact
Let's
news
see.
event prelim
That's
UOM
12
inflation
cents.
expectations.
And then that's we look at the down move. If we held into
Speed
the
of
close,
RTY64.
we'll get 91. So that's a pretty good risk-reward ratio. If you wanted to hold overnight, let's see, it's a way bigger move, like more than 20%. So yeah, now in this video we barely scratched the surface of the power of ALGOBOX. If you want to see more like it,
on the one.
subscribe and like the video and head over to the official ALGOBOX channel. Thank you.
That's awesome, Petro. Appreciate you, sir. That is amazing work.
DCD.
But yeah, so how do you do it? Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it right now. I don't know if I'm gonna get my bonus trade here or not. Did not see the alpha omega after the move there, so we still got a straight up move. However, look up top here. Let's go to my big screen here so you guys can see what's happening. Higher time frame. The gold line still there up above us. What I was saying before, that little sweeper up to the gold line would be up above us there. We've got multiple ready ups here. Actually, I'm going to look for a sell here any moment. I'm going to try to catch a bid for a little continuation down here. We've got a 17.5 in there. We got a lot of ready ups here showing up. I think that will catch people off sides. I think they're looking for some continuation up there after that move here. So I'll let this be my what could be a final bonus trade. What I don't like is it's against strong buy, but that's the whole point. I think this is going to, all this multi ready up, we've seen this numerous times. You get this, ends up being oftentimes a very large move against the current direction. This thing has been up and up and up and up. People are looking for that continuation. And 17.5 comes in. There we go. Enigma comes in, helps me. Gets me a couple targets taken off there. And I'll close it up there. To get $3,005. That's all I really wanted, because I really want to show you guys some stock stuff here in a minute. And hopefully convince some of you fine people, if you are a stocks person, to go ahead and use ALGOBOX on stocks. If you already got it for the Pro Pack, and you know, may as well use it for stocks too. We will be releasing a separate version for stocks that exclusively allows stocks only, and it will be at a lower price point, but you'll only be able to use it on stocks. If you get the Pro Edition, which you guys have, you can use it on any. So if you already own the Pro Pack Edition of ALGOBOX, you are already going to be able to use it on stocks, and I'll show it to you right now. And because I have multi-broker license for NinjaTrader, I can actually connect to both connections at the same time. So I am adding a secondary connection right now. Good question. Mr. Close said, Vinny, since NT doesn't work with equities, where would I get the data? So first of all, they do work with equities, such as TD Ameritrade. They have a number of brokers that you can use. Just their brokerage does not service equities. So again, this is an informative thing too. I need someone who can educate the public on it. Again, I can do it too, but I'm just out of time, y'all. I can't code and manage and trade and teach and code and then also do stocks. We need some help. So if you guys want to do it, we've got awesome opportunities there for people who want to showcase it. You can build your own YouTube channel. You can get YouTube revenue for yourself. You can get affiliate code money for that. There's all kinds of cool stuff that we'll talk about with the opportunity to do and talk about stocks. If you're a stocks person and you want to see ALGOBOX on stocks, and that sounds like something you might want to do, contact me. We'll walk it through. It's open to anyone. If you want to do it, fantastic. Again, it can't just be, it doesn't have to be just one person, because again, there are so many stocks to look at. However you want to grab your watch list. If you want to go over there and like Ross Cameron says, hey, here's our watch list of the day. Fine. Look at his watch list and then use our system. You want to talk about like stacking odds in your favor? If he's a momentum player and then you want to get the perfect entry, why not use an Enigma for the entry on the momentum play that he's already shown you, like, oh, okay, here's my, you don't want a stock scanner? You know, go get somebody who's already scanned it for you. Or if you have the stock scanner already, you've got your picks for your sizing, because that's the other thing you have to deal with. It's like, okay, Google stock is in the hundreds of dollars per share. Then you got, you know, $5 stocks, $10 stocks, $20 stocks. you know, you want to go below $10 stocks, you want penny stocks, however you want to play it. But imagine you have the power of ALGOBOX behind it. There are brokers that they work with directly where you can trade, or you can plot on a chart our system and take your entry on whatever platform you want. If you want to use your Thinkorswim, you know, TD Ameritrade, whatever, you want to use Scottrade, E-Trade, doesn't matter. You chart with ALGOBOX, you execute on your broker, however you want to do that. Now, if you want all the cool buttons and stuff like that, it's different. You also have to deal with share sizing. Another thing that is, in my opinion, a disadvantage of stocks. In my opinion, that's why I stick with E-minis. Like, why am I not going to trade stocks? Because there's, first of all, too many options to deal with. You got to look at 8,000 different things. I'd rather look at just a few, and because I can just play the video game, right? However, you could also full auto Enigma on as many stocks as you want. If you have a large account and you want to run it, you know, all kinds of cool opportunities there. But I need somebody to come and teach it because I'm tired. I'm old. I got 4 kids. I got elderly parents to take care of. I'm just, I'm out of hands. You know what I'm saying? So I need some hands, some feet, and a mouthpiece. You guys gotta, and somebody who can make videos. I mean, you're gonna have to be able to make videos. You know what I'm saying? So you need to do big company stocks. You can do any size stock.
Double delta RTY on the 1.
All you need is a data feed for it. So let's talk about the data feed. So I just connected my data feed. I use Kinetic, but dude, you can use any of them. Any of them. Now, if you want tick data, for instance, interactive brokers is an example. Now, interactive brokers, I'm going to talk about one of the slight disadvantages of interactive brokers. They do not have historical data. They only do real-time data. So you have to have your charts open all the time if you want to deal with interactive brokers. You won't be able to go back to the left. Petro did not explain something. He said, oh, it's only got 30 days of data. He could have added more days of data. No, there's no limitation to our stuff. You can add years of data to a chart if you want. On the 89, you can go 6 months, 9 months, 10 months, 12 months back. It doesn't matter. You can add as much data as your data feed provider allows you. Okay, so you could look at whatever chart you want. If you want to use it on minute bars, do it.
RTY64.
However, you know, I think there are advantages to algo bars. You guys know my whole drill. Anyhow, sorry, going on and on. I just connected a Kinetic data feed. I pay like $60 a month to have it because it is historical and real time. So in my opinion, Kinetic, if you're writing it down, is the best for stocks, in my opinion. Okay. So they have a data feed. However, you need your own broker. They're not a broker for it. So you would have to connect that as well. And to do that, you might need a multi-broker license for NinjaTrader. So again, there are some disadvantages, but good news is if you're using stocks, ALGOBOX stocks, it will be at a much cheaper price point for stocks because, again, you don't have to worry about people stepping on each other, all those kind of things. Anyhow, we'll get into a lot of that as we hopefully get some people to come and do the training. But I've connected Kinetic, so guess what? Now I can change all these charts to any stock. So how about you guys throw me out a stock? Give me a stock you guys want to see. Give me the symbol for any stock you got.
Bands touch RTY on the 31.
Oh, I hit my bonus trade, by the way. All right, so up 3K on the day, $3,005 for the move, and more ready ups there. So there's probably going to be a big turning point right here. So you be very careful. Probably at least an 89, maybe 100 tick move off of that. NVIDIA. Let's take a look. Somebody mentioned NVIDIA earlier today. NVDA. So literally, I click on the chart and you type NVIDIA. That's it. And because these charts are color linked right here, I've got these set to blue. You can change it to whatever color you want, but as long as these charts are all color linked to blue, then all the charts will change at the same time. So I'm going to type NVIDIA, NVDA, and hit enter. And through the magic of swapping, although I should probably have disconnected futures, but whatever.
Speed of RTY 64. Speed of RTY 64.
Give it a moment. Ooh, clustering. I see AO clustering, so NVIDIA is going to run today. You see this AO clustering? Everybody type AO clustering in the chat.
Double delta NVDA on the 1.
It's going to be a trend day. It's still loading, by the way, so just give it a sec. NVIDIA probably has a ton of data. This one's still loading as well.
Speed of NVDA 80.
Oh, it just finished. Okay, 89 still loading. There's a lot of days of data on this one, so give it a sec. I see a beautiful blue dot down here for the pivot on NVIDIA and a red dot up here, so NVIDIA is working very technically. AOC, that's right, alpha omega clustering. There's a 17.4 short right there.
Double delta NVDA on the 1.
All right, did it finish loading? Nope, still calculating. And NVIDIA, I think, is one of the most popular stocks right now. So like, these are not going to take this long to load when you've got your stocks already up, and this is the first time that my system has cached that data. Expected range calcs are down to 117 to flush the long calls. Oh, interesting. Man, you should teach the class, bro. Come teach the class on stocks. Sounds like you got the stocks locked in, bro. And look at that. See? NVIDIA just got a winner on an Enigma in real time. 17.4 for the push move down to the Enigma target. There's you. There it is in action. Let's see. Busting the bulls, you think?
DCDM NVDA on the 1.
So again, it's pretty zoomed in here, so I would want to, or zoomed out, I would want to zoom in a bit. But right now this is AO clustering, so very, very dangerous spot here on NVIDIA.
NVDA on the 1.
A lot of clustering. This is not normal, but here you are on the high time frame. Nice green dot for the up move. That is a technical structural play. We came into the butterfly, it obeyed, dropped. Again, these don't look like much, but let's look at that drop there on the butterfly. That down move, that is 387 ticks on the butterfly. The green dot up move on the golden ropes, that's 1243 ticks to the upside off of the green dot entry. So ALGOBOX on stocks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Now, news events and things like that, you know, we don't have our news indicator, but you got other things that you can do with that on. Also, the Mac VU, people have asked, well, will the Mac VU work on that? Of course it will. What are stocks? What is underlying the S&P 500? Stocks, right? What is underlying
double delta on the 1?
The NASDAQ? Stocks, yes. Right. What about AudioBox? Is AudioBox going to work on it? Yes. So AudioBox on stocks. This is AudioBox on NVIDIA right now. It's yep, hear that? Those are buyers stepping in.
Double delta NVDA on the 1.
Cool, huh? Again, AO clustering, so there's going to be some craziness. This is not normal. You're not normally going to see this much clustering. Yeah, this is, wow, that's crazy. So there's going to be a trend starting here today on that. You can see clustering on these two lower time frames, so pretty crazy. Okay, so somebody give me another one. Let's see, NVIDIA, someone said Amazon, we saw that earlier. Oh, Tesla, how about Tesla? Yeah, TSLA.
Speed of TSLA 256. Speed of TSLA 256.
Now, I like the moves on Tesla. Look at this. I like these sweeping moves. Lots of open space there. Look at that, 22.9. $36. Everything's still loading there. Give it a second.
Double delta TSLA on the 4. Enigma long on the TSLA 1.
There's a 24. Let's see if that gets to its target here while we're watching. Right before your eyes.
Speed of TSLA 200.
Nope, ended up not working there. But that's a 24, so I would keep an eye on that spot. I would draw a line here for a re-entry on a 24 like that. And there's a 9 follow-up. Wow, that's moving fast. Tesla is on the move. Might have to set that on full auto. Get straight up to the Enigma target there off of the 9.6. That was quick. Whoa, she's moving fast. Okay, so there's Tesla. So you notice there's not a lot of clustering here on Tesla, yes? You see that there's no clustering, you know what I'm talking about, type of 1. In case you're wondering that, oh, well, it's messed up on stocks. It's not. It literally means that NVIDIA is going to be in a trend today on the NVIDIA. Tesla, on the other hand, not. Tesla is moving very nicely, looks like. Yes, you can place it on Sim, so I could switch to my Sim account, but if I click that down, then you guys can see my account number information, but I can literally switch to Sim. You can definitely trade in Sim, but you can also, if you have interactive brokers, I know NinjaTrader works with interactive brokers. I know that NinjaTrader works with TD Ameritrade. You can also connect that. So what you do is under your connections tab on your NinjaTrader, click on connections and hit the drop down, and you can have multiple connections at the same time if you have multi-broker. You don't have to. Again, if you are working with one that has historical data, but here's the issue, again, that I need someone to teach these things because people are going to come ask this question 1,000 times. You need to have it in the frequently asked questions section if you're going to be teaching on this, is that, what if I use TD Ameritrade? Well, TD Ameritrade does not have tick data. TD Ameritrade has a limitation. They only do time bars. Okay, so that's where I would want to go ahead and get Kinetic. Yes, it's $60 a month, though, I think. Last time I checked. I think that's what I'm paying. I think it might be even $70 now, because I think it's like 68, and then I think they went like, oh, we're gonna up our prices. I think it's almost $70 now. But $70 a month for a stocks trader who is an active stocks trader. Again, this is for professionals. If people want professional grade algorithmic tools, then $60 a month is a steal deal, in my opinion, to get tick data. Now, you don't have to. Again, this works on minute bars. People are like, oh, does it work on minute bars? Yes. Okay, let's go to a 1 minute. Okay, you want to see a minute bar? This is going to hurt me. Okay, it's going to hurt my brain, but I'm going to go ahead and switch the minute bars here for you. There you go. Works on minute bars. It's still calculating. Give it a second. It's probably like, my system's probably like vomit. It's like, bleh, bleh, what are you doing? Bleh. All right, so there's your ugly minute bars. If you want 1 minute, who doesn't love a good 5 minute bar? Okay, for all the 5 minute freaks. All right, you want a 5 minute bar? Let's go to 5 minute bar. Oh, vomit.
Fib.tsla on the 8th.
Vomit. But you want to go AO to AO. I mean, hello. You can't beat ALGOBOX, folks. It's $85 on Kinetic. Oh yeah, so I remember them. I was like, I'm pretty sure I saw some notice that they were charging more. For they were like, oh, our prices are going up. I don't know. It's on auto pay. But, okay, so it's 85 now. Thank you, Greg.
Fib.tsla on the 8.
But I mean, you can. Yes, you can use it on minute bars, and the volume will come in real time and whatnot. But there are limitations to not having the tick data. Let's see. 1 minute. Can we go to seconds? I guess we can. Let's go to like how about
Lower bands
5-second bars? Okay, if somebody's like just like, well, I've got to use minute bar. Okay, cool, fine. We'll do minute bars. Let's see if we can find an Enigma.
Lower bands
on the seconds here.
on the 31.
Oh, there's one. 20.5. The start of a big move there. But again, it's a little bit limited on what you're going to be able to do there with, some of the really cool stuff. You're going to want to have tick bars, right? But here's the other thing about, like, let's say that you were a streamer. Talk about if you want to be a streamer and make some money on streams. Imagine you were paying the $85 a month and being like, listen, guys, if you don't want to pay for the data, put your screen on real time. Now, you can't stream at 4K because apparently no matter what I do on 4K streams, like what I have right now, there's going to be a few seconds delay on a 4K live stream. However, I think down to a 2K, you could have all the charts up for people to come and watch. Just have them be like, hey, come and ask for any chart, and then you'll just pull the charts up for people. Like, people would come to watch your live stream just to switch around between stocks. And plus, there's a lot more people in stocks than there are in futures. Everybody understand that? There's a ton. So if you really want to be YouTube, you're an aspiring YouTuber or know someone who wants to be, I mean, you want to do an ALGOBOX stocks channel, I mean, I would just think about that.
Lower bands touch TSLA on the 31.
Let's see. So that's a 5-second. How about a
lower bands
3-second chart
on the 31? Lower bands touch TSLA on the 31 on the 3.
So yeah, there were some perfect enigmas there at 9:45 for the short. And let's take off that coloring because I know that's confusing. And button panel, nope. I need Master Enigma bot panel, and I'm going to take off color code signals.
Lower bands touch TSLA on the 31. Divergence bands
there we go.
TSLA on the 4.
So you could try to simulate what we do on algo bars by going down to, like, you know, a 2 to 3 second bar kind of craziness. But yeah, I mean, you got the audio box that works on the individual stocks themselves, etc. So you just switch to it, audio box is on. But yeah, I mean, imagine a live stream like, well, I don't want to pay the $85, but like, okay, well, come show up to my live stream. You could do multiple live streams. You want to get crazy with it? 2 computers, like, okay, well, I'll get this one set up over here, and like, so if you want to have a main one where you got like the main FANG stocks on one side, you could, you know, there are so many options. If you wanted to be a stocks person, like, you got a whole thing. Plus, you want to talk about the interactions. Way more interactions on stocks. Why? Because people want to call out, be like, hey man, can you check the open on, I don't know, HENC, you know, like random stocks. People are gonna be like, hey, can you show me this on this stock? It could get crazy, get pretty cool. So if you or someone you know wants to showcase ALGOBOX stocks, we're ready to release the software anytime. It does work on Pro, but you need to, you know, get yourself warmed up. You're gonna need to practice these things. You're gonna need to, you know, get yourself warmed up. I'm not waiting on you. Okay, you need to get going to it. Any questions? What did I miss? If I missed a question, type your question again. We said audio box. AVGO, if you don't mind. See, there we go. AVGO. All right, AVGO. So imagine, see, people are going to ask this stuff. They're going to be like, oh yeah, show me AVGO. You know how it is. They do this on stock streams all the time. That's why they got, you know, the people who are streaming stocks have so many people following them and are coming to their live streams because there's so much going on with stocks, so many things to question and ask about and opinions and blah, 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 blah. And by the way, finance channels, did you guys know that finance channels make the most amount of money on YouTube? Now, I don't because I have my monetization turned off, but people who want to monetize, you know, now you can't play cool music, you know, you gotta
Double delta lower bands touch AV.
well, then again, I mean, it's so easy to make your own custom music these days, so you could create your own custom music, I guess. Anyway, going off on tangents there. Okay, here's AVGO. Is it all loaded? Still one more chart loading there.
Double delta AVGO on the 3. Double delta AVGO on the 4.
All right, triple ready ups here, so might be a reversal here any moment after this move down there. Now this is on the 3-second chart, so I'm going to put this back because this is hurting my eyeballs. Looking at seconds.
Lower bands.
I'm going to go to
on the 31.
I'll go to ALGOBOX
AVGO
2s
on
just
the 4.
to speed along the
Enigma long
refresh
on the
there.
lower
Oh,
bands.
and there you go.
AVGO on the
Instantly,
31.
instant winner. Insta winner. Did you see how fast that went? Boom, pow. Snapped it up there. Ready
Lower
up?
bands touch
All right, what does the
AVGO
ready
on
up
the
tell you?
31.
Take the next play. Boom. 17.5. Targets filled. 14.1 moonshot short. AVGO. What is AVGO? What stock is this? What are we looking at? I've never heard of AVGO. Oh, AI music sometimes gets flagged for a copyright strike. Oh, that's cool. I still have TweetDeck Pro X watching news. Kind of. What I have is a bot that scrapes all of the important
Speed up
news
AVGO
feeds on
17.
Twitter and feeds into our newsroom. Actually, Greg, if you didn't know about this, I mean, this is in our videos. It's always surprising to me. Those of you guys, like, y'all literally will not go through the video trainings. Like, yeah, what is it with adults and just thinking, has life become so easy and so soft now that people don't know that, like, you might want to look at some videos, like, and learn. But I literally tell you, there's a whole news feed channel over here that's scraped from the most important places
Lower bands touch
on the web for
AVGO
news.
on
If
the
you want to be a
8.
news
Delta
person,
AVGO
and that you
on
should
the
have
2.
3 tabs open to have news, right, in your eyeball, in the event of some catastrophe. Like, I don't literally sit here and look at all the news, but yes, we have a newsroom on the left. You should have 1 tab open there, 1 tab open to public, and, you know, like, there's a whole video and stuff that I'm not going to go into all that. But you guys need to watch the dang videos. Like, go through the videos. Greg.
Double delta AVGO on the 2.
That's Broadcom. I gotcha. But yeah, MacVU room should be open on yours, and news and the public chat and Discord, and you should have 1 monitor dedicated to that content, in my opinion. Or on another screen somewhere on a, I don't know, a tablet might be too small to run all 3 of those. You really need a screen. I like to use a vertical monitor for that so that you can do like this. So if you have 1 monitor in vertical mode, then you can, let's do RGB. So up here we have your news feed, G or GB, green and blue. Right here, I might want to make this one a bit bigger in the middle, and this one is your MacVU, MacV Ultimate, and then on your one at the bottom here, the public chat, because there's a lot that, you know, if some announcement needs to be done, pub chat for MacV. So you should have 1 dedicated to Discord screens, in my opinion. So, you know, some craziness happens, you can, like, oh, let me look at the news event that occurred. You know, this, you need to always have this. Here's why I put it in the center, so you're just looking off to the right and you can see it. Now again, if you want to put this somewhere else and you want it on your chart window, that's cool. And then you would have news filling the all the way to the middle of the screen, news up top, pub chat in the bottom. But you should have one monitor dedicated to that, in my opinion. If you want the best, again, I just give best suggestions. Do an ETF, QQQ. SPY. All right, QQQ. Let's do it. QQQ. The thing about dark pools is you can't scan for them. That's the whole point of having a dark pool. It's always so funny when people talk about things like, oh, I've heard about dark pools, bro. Like, if you heard about dark pools, like, the whole point is that they're off ARPA. They're off all of your normal data channels. That's why you can't see them. There's no scanning for them. The people who claim, oh, we got dark pool data, really? I mean, you would need to know somebody who gave them access to that, and you think that they're going to let you put that in public? They're not. And don't believe everything you read on the internet, and the stuff that you do, like, mentally apply it. The difference between knowledge is and wisdom. Knowledge is facts. Knowledge or wisdom is being able to act on those facts appropriately. So there's the QQQs. Probably looks like ES. I imagine if we were doing ES, probably nearly, I wouldn't say identical, but should be pretty close.
Speed of QQQ 60.
But yeah, any stock. Oh, there's a 21.8 short. See if that one works out. Currently neutral, moderate buy, but did just go neutral. If it pushes down to that target.
DCDMQQQ on the 2.
Remember trading QQQ back in the day? Dark Pool is a company that places trades for larger hands. They have to place trades every 10 seconds. Don't have any data because they can't hold trades. Yeah, and by the way, every single person in here who has ALGOBOX already, this works on Pro Edition. Like, if you have ALGOBOX Pro, it will always work on everything. It will work on every instrument. It works on Bitcoin. People are always asking, does it work on crypto? Yes, it works on crypto. You just need a crypto data feed. And yes, NinjaTrader has compatible cryptos. You know, if you're a crypto guy and you want perfect entries, I mean, why would you not use ALGOBOX? I don't know. We're not the cheapest, but we are the best. But if you're a crypto person, you got money. So, unless you were the last guy. And I mean, then maybe you didn't, but. I mean, I knew absolutely nothing about crypto, and with a $50,000 investment, made $450,000 in 1 year on crypto. I mean, and when it's going to run, it's just going to run. It's crazy. 2017, or was that 2018? I think it was 2018. Yeah. So, ALGOBOX stocks.
Double Delta QQQ on the 8th.
Did Enigma hit the target? Yeah. Might have missed it by a tick. So, oh no, it did. It touched. It touched. You see it? It touched it. 20 ticks. And again, it was against the buy side stuff. So you would be wanting to do a target one situation there, going against the favorable direction and against the MACVU. Yeah, I kind of don't think so. That is a very nice looking trap, is it not? All right, so if this stair steps, could be the return. You'll learn to read the chart, and then you can trade anything you want. What is QQQ? You know, I don't even know what it stands for. Anybody know what actually QQQ stands for? Why they chose QQQ? It's really weird. I've always wondered that too. I'm like, it has nothing to do with SPY. It has nothing to do with S&P 500. Like, what is triple Q? Is that like a
double delta Q
alphanumeric value or something? Is that one of those? Yeah, it's an ETF. If you're asking specifically what it is, exchange traded fund. But the underlying, this is a basket of stocks.
DCDM.
Like the S&P 500 is the, you know, it's 500 stocks. In the S&P 500, it's in the name. QQQ is a trust ETF that tracks the NASDAQ 100 index, makes up 100 of the largest financial companies. Yeah. I mean, there's all kinds of, yeah, depending on where you Google and where you get the answer, because it's a lot of things internally. But it's a basket of stocks that were chosen, and each different ETF has its reason for why it was chosen, but it's basically not a single stock. It is multiple stocks. So it's a fund of stocks, plural, involved. A basket, if you will. Yeah, so cool beans, cool beans. Don't forget, today is the absolute last day for Pro Pack. If you want to run with us, you will never see this again. Monday, whole website changes and all that fun stuff. $24.99, only time we've ever done it, and it comes with a payment program. $249 for 10 months. Once you pay it off, all the full auto is fully enabled for you, but all the good stuff is included. Thanks for hanging out. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis G, and Eddie B, we are sending out Big H-Town. See ya! Oh man, and it is Friday.
Touch QQ.
We didn't even get to use the Friday button. Oh, just kidding. We did. Art team, show them how it's done.
The old adage where, you know, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, you know, more money and better opportunity, I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use, they have both front-end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
Upper bands touch QQQ on the 31.
Rewind. Rewind.
Upper bands touch QQQ on the 31.
Audio Jungle.
Enigma short on the QQQ2.